Hello, hello, and welcome, my Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Welcome to your 5-card draw. What do I need read for this new moon in Aries, waxing to full in Libra in April 2021? I'm your reader, Angelo Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of DrawingTheCircle Productions, younger brother to a Scorpio. How I ever survived that, I don't know. The Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons. But you can call me Mal. Yes, my older brother named Matthew. I am Mark. If my parents had stayed married, it would have been Luke and John. Good thing they divorced. What if they were girls? So yes, I learned how to be hyper intuitive, dealing with a sneaky older brother, 3 years older. Those 3 years make a difference when you're a little kid. But I love him very much, and I love my Scorpios very much. Some of my best friends have been Scorpios throughout my life. So very, very happy and really looking forward to doing this read for you. We are doing a 5-card draw. 1 card from 5 different decks. We're actually doing a deck for fire, earth, air, water, and spirit to give you the 5 clues, tips, and hints that you need for a specific timeline. We are looking at the new moon in Aries on Sunday, April 11th, 10:31 p.m., then waxing, building, increasing, expanding to the full moon on Monday, April 26th, 11:32 p.m. All times are Eastern because I'm in New York. Please don't make me do math. Other than that, the only other business I gotta tell you is that my book, Words of Grace, is doing well on Kindle. Please check it out. Link in the description box. And I've been monetized on Facebook. My Scorpios, yep, my Facebook page, DrawingTheCircle Productions Facebook page. We're doing paid and free video events, tarot parties, lectures, workshops, all that kind of stuff, as well as I'm always available for a private read. Facebook Messenger, we can do it on Zoom now. I subscribe to Zoom, so we can do all that stuff. Plus with Zoom, you get a recording of it with an access code if I have your email, which how else would we set it up, right? So, yeah, a lot of good stuff going on. DrawingTheCircle Productions, Mal Flanders and her dollhouse readings and scenes from the dollhouse are just cracking me up, so check those out. They're about 2-3 minutes tops. So much fun what she's doing there. Nancy Antonucci, her next video, Streets, on the 14th, I think 7 or 7:30 p.m. April 14th, about the Hierophant. I think you'll really dig it. We just got a lot of good stuff on board right now. So business is good. So let's get down to your business, shall we? All I can ask for anybody watching one of my readings is standard YouTube reading rules apply. It's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs so you get more information about what we are about to look at, because your sun sign's going to get a different angle than your moon, Venus and Libra, etc. Venus and rising, I should say, etc. As well as, if you can, keep both feet on the floor if you can. You don't have to. Focus on your breath if you will. I will do the same to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace that I can from my pantheons of the divine, which I've been working with my whole life, known and unknown, since jump, for this new moon in Aries to full moon in Libra. And let's say this is an important new moon in Aries. New beginnings on the first side of the zodiac on a Sunday. Are you kidding me? The day of success and healing and Apollo and solar energy. It's just really, really great. It's a great day. So really, you could call this reading a spell ingredient reading, because we're doing fire, earth, air, water, spirit, and you'll see what I mean as we go along. Good way to set your intentions when I'm trying to get these out before the new moon so people can have a look-see-dooksy. Please take a nice deep breath. And here we go. Exposition time over. My angels, starting with, all the decks that I read are always in the bottom of the description box. So we're starting with the Healing with the Angels Oracle by Doreen Virtue. Here we go. One more breath. Here we go. My angels of water in the sign of Capricorn, my Gabrielites, please, element of the West. But we're looking at the element of air that we're doing for these cards with the Healing with the Angels Oracle. What is the perfect healing angel? The Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading, most needs to work with in terms of the element of air, what they need to think about, research, contemplate, meditate upon this new moon in Aries, waxing to full in Libra, April 2021. Surrender and release, definitely a waning moon thing. So for a waxing moon, I find that interesting. Now, surrender and release can mean 8 billion different things. Letting go of an attachment, right? Going with the flow. But what would the healing angel do regardless of how it fits your situation? particularly in a waxing moon, it's going to help you heal by letting go of the things that keep you from expanding, right? Sort of like like a floodgate, right? It's like the floodgate is a limitation. You're going to release the hounds, right? You're going to release the flow using a water element for you there, right? Or a dam, you know, like dams are great. They allow the water to go through, but once it hits a certain level, you block it back up so that it builds back up. So there's an energy of surrender and release here for your own healing. But I'm going to say for a Scorpio, really, really ask yourself, what would the healing angel of surrender and release, there's more than one, the angels, I should say, how would they heal me, right? What kind of healing would that bring? How can they heal even my process of surrender and release, because we all evolve as we go? I mean, how much petition magic do you want to do? Write it on a parchment, dragon's blood ink, burn it, you know, all that kind of stuff. Well, you know, there are easier ways, and certainly more psychologically sound ones, but there you have it. Our second deck, the Magical Spell Cards by Lucy Cavendish, and I'll always say it that way because I love the way the name says when it comes out my mouth. This is your element of fire, having to do with will, desire, choices, intentions, what you yearn for, what you burn for. It's a neat little deck. I will eventually review it. It's just got a bit of a book that I want to read before I completely sign off and do the review. So let's see what the ancestors have to say. Breathe. I call to the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, watching this video, receiving this reading. What is the magical spell card, the clue, the tip, the hint for their power of fire, their intention, their will, their desire, in tandem with this healing angel of surrender and release that they need to work with in the power of air, this new moon in Aries, waxing to full in Libra? Authenticity. Authenticity. Who I truly am is good indeed. I am authentic in thought, word, and deed. Hold on a second. Who I truly am is good indeed. 9 beats. I am authentic and thought, word, and deed. It's a 9-10. Why can't they just do a 10-10 or a 9-9? Because they didn't take poetry structure in high school like I did. So what an interesting spell. Now the thing about Scorpios is y'all can be a little covert. You're sort of known for it, right? The mysterious sign, Pisces, is similar, as is Cancer. Really, the water signs can really like hide shit, just saying. But Scorpio is really known for it. 8th house energy, other people's resources, mysticism, and the occult. But the occult just means that which is hidden, secret, or occluded, right? Oh, I have an occlusion in my eye means that there's usually something in my contact lens that it's getting in the way. There's something keeping me from seeing clearly. So that could be something, you know, what's stopping you? What can you surrender and release in order to expand your authenticity? Because who you truly are is good indeed. You can be authentic in thought, word, and deed. And really, thought, word, and deed. It's third eye, it's throat, and then it's all the way down into the root chakra, making action into the physical world. I like this. Right, like releasing an arrow from the bow, right? And you're pulling back, and just an authentic shot is what I'm getting here. So let's keep going. Element of water, Whispers of Love Oracle, one of my favorite oracle decks here. The voices of the higher self, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above. Please take a nice deep breath. And they're saying you might want to put your feet on the floor for this one, because this deck can be a party turner. All of a sudden you're dealing with a soulmate, right? And it's a soul contract, but so far this seems very solo, just you. So let's ask the higher selves of all involved. Breathe. The higher selves of all involved for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, watching this video, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra. And above, what is the whisper of love, the piece of information, inspiration, or insight for the element of water, for this water sign, right? For the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, watching this video, receiving this reading in the element of air. They've got surrender and release, healing angels, and in the element of fire, authenticity. What is their element of water, higher selves? This full new moon, damn, I keep doing that. This new moon in Aries, waxing to full in Libra, April 2021. Just one, please. What is their whisper of love? Receive with love and appreciation. So it's interesting. You are authentic in thought, word, and deed, or that's what you're shooting for. You might have to speak some truth. But with receive with love and appreciation, Receiving something lovingly from others is a way of showing love, and that's absolutely true. It is the yin aspect, giving and receiving. And the Course in Miracles, of which I am both a student and a teacher, says that giving and receiving are one in truth. To give and to receive are one in truth. There's a 10 beat. If you're looking for a little iambic pentameter going on there, there's a lot of iambic pentameter in the Course in Miracles in the blue books. But to receive that's very divine feminine, element of water. Earth and water are the feminine sides, fire and air are the masculine sides. So we're sort of looking at that thing of being like a radar dish, right? Receiving with love and appreciation. And, you know, there's always something to like about something, right? Even if it's, well, I like that because it shows me that I really like that. It's a little Abraham Hicksy, right? It's a little bit of pivoting there. But to be authentic about it, right? To authentically receive something involves emotions, right? To love, to receive with love and appreciation. That takes an authenticity, right? Look, Aunt Helen knitted you steel wool socks, Mark. Say thank you. Thank you, Aunt Helen, right? It's like not true gratitude. So how can we ground this? We're going to do the Crystal Oracle. Tony Carmine Salerno, I love his work. This is going to be for the element of earth, obviously, the Crystal Oracle, but the voice of Archangel Ariel, one of the 3 archangels of the north, has been revealed to me, the Arielites, the Urielites. And the Urielites, we're going to work with Archangel Ariel because she's my personal archangel, because she's the Archangel of Lyons. And my name is Mark Angelo Lyons, and sometimes your parents don't know what they're doing when they name you. Talk about marked from birth. Marked from birth. Element of earth. Here we go. Nice deep breath. The angels actually like my sense of humor, which is questionable at best. Particularly my beloved Archangel Ariel. Hi, good morning. Please, one card in clarity. Oh, is it afternoon? Yeah, I guess it is. Please, one card in clarity for the Scorpio Collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading. What is the Crystal Oracle for them? The stone itself, what's written in the book, a little of this, a little of that, all of that, to help them with their element of air, surrender and release, healing angels, their element of fire, authenticity, who they truly is good, who they truly is, whose birthday are it, who you truly are is good indeed. They are authentic in thought, word, and deed, which isn't really a rhyme, but I'm going to let that one go. Receive with love and appreciation from the higher selves. Receiving something lovingly from others is a way of showing love. So how can they ground this? What is the piece of crystal, the piece of mineral, the oracle maybe, that they need with all of this new moon in Aries waxing to full in Libra, April 2021? Tiger's eye. Do you have the eye of the tiger? Do you have the thrill of the fight, standing up to the challenge of your rivals? Let's see what Tiger's Eye has to say. Easy enough to find. Nobody would fabricate Tiger's Eye. It's not that expensive. Some stones, really expensive stones, you can buy false ones, right? That's why I always make sure you know, buyer beware. Tiger's Eye, your keywords here, calm. Okay. Clarity, helpful, balanced emotion, speaks to a water sign, communication, and intuition. See, I have a feeling that there is going to be something said here that receive with love and appreciation, particularly with authenticity. You might very well have to communicate something that intuitively you might need the emotional balance in play in order to receive what their response might be. Tiger's Eye Crystal. If you have been plagued with negative thoughts lately, then Tiger's Eye Crystal will help you rid yourself of these and help you remain positive and a more inspiring attitude. Now that's true. Tiger's Eye is certainly a protection stone for many people. Practical magic. Oh, my lucky Tiger's Eye, which I don't think is in the book as I remember. So that makes sense to kind of shield you like iron. I mean, if you're dealing with the Fae, touch iron. Where is my iron, actually? Oh, God. People are like, why don't you trust the fairies? I'm like, because they steal babies and replace them with changelings, and they treat humans like lab rats. Yay, here's my wrought iron candlestick, right? They hate iron. It distorts their reality, but you know, if they want to come and play nice, the Fae are neutral, darling, so is fire. right? And so is water, so is earth. Depends on who's operating the machine. You will soon begin to see things clearly. There's the clarity part. And realize that there was really nothing to fear in the first place. And I think, therefore, this receiving with love and appreciation, that's where the emotion seems to be. Calm your thoughts and start to listen to your intuition. Know that all is well and that only love surrounds you. This card is also to do with communication. You may avoid unnecessary turmoil and problems by communicating clearly with others. So you kind of got a double whammy on that clarity. Don't be afraid to express your views honestly and make sure there is no misunderstanding. You will gain respect and admiration in doing so, and there's that authenticity. So we have a real link here between the elements, particularly your element of fire and your element of earth. Earth fuels fire, right? The wood fuels fire. So I would get a piece of tiger's eye. Not that hard. You probably already have some. You can even get them in chips, right? You don't have to break the bank. But to give you that sense of calm and that sense of authenticity to communicate yourself clearly, which must be a relief. There's going to be some kind of release with this. Maybe stuff that's been pent up for a long time, knocking your emotions a little out of whack here and there, so that you can't really hear your intuition. Particularly gut level intuition, lower three chakras, really hard to hear if the heart, third eye, and crown are in turmoil, and particularly if you are afraid to speak the truth or be authentic. It's a big sign of the wound of codependence. And the mantra for codependence from the Matt Kahn Healing Mantra deck, which is the next card down, if that one comes out, you'll watch me, I shuffle with my eyes closed. The mantra is, only I have to feel good about my choices. And I recommend that for everybody. Only I have to feel good about my choices. And a friend of mine said, well, yeah, but what if you want to burn down the village? It's like, that's not a good feeling choice. That's not coming from a place of feeling good. That's coming from a place of rage and vengeance, right? So communicate yourself authentically. You're not responsible for how other people essentially react. People are going to react. It's a knee-jerk. Give them time. They will respond, right? That's the idea. Because better to be authentic. Better to be authentic during these times, to be really clear. Because you can even preface it by saying, right now I'm just feeling this, and this could change. But it's really, I can't even hear my own guidance right now. Most people will respect that and give you some space. With that protection, particularly if you're dealing with someone who's spouting a lot of, I just don't want to say negative energy, but limiting thoughts, right? It's like, you say, well, what if we try this? No. What if I try that? No. Why? Because. And you could be like, you know what? I really want to do this. Like, I really want to be authentic with you, and you don't have to do this with me, but this is something I really want to look into or do or explore. So something has to be released here. Maybe it is a chain of dependency in some way, shape, or form that might not be readily visible, Scorpio. Well, you've got air, you've got fire, you've got water, you've got earth. Let's look at spirit, the voices of the ascended masters. Now, I don't know, is this really a soul contract read? Because I can ask for different, I guess, segments of ascended masters. I usually do general assembly, whoever wants to pitch in, but I am getting a little bit of a soul contract here, that you're dealing with somebody else, right? Who else would you have to be authentic to? Maybe the public in general, but receive with love and appreciation to. Yeah, this feels, it could be tribal though. Again, general read, right? For some of you, this might be one person in particular that you're dealing with. For others, it might be a whole bunch of people. So I'm going to do general assembly because it feels too general. Breathe. Yeah, Ascended Masters, General Assembly, and please, if this is a soul contract that would best serve that sort of Ascended Master attention, please. Wonderful. Thank you. One card in clarity, the perfect healing mantra for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Watching this video, receiving this reading, dealing with that they need to work in the element of air with the angels of surrender and release. In the element of fire, their will, their desire, their intention to be authentic. In their emotions, their element of water, they need to receive with love and appreciation. And in the element of earth, to help them ground, protect, stay calm, clearly communicate, stay in emotional balance with Tiger's Eye. What's their perfect healing mantra for this Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, watching this video, receiving this reading, this new moon in Aries, waxing to full in Libra. This feels very strong. April 2021, liberating love. Not that different from unraveling codependence. You'll see what I mean. The mantra, I allow myself to receive all the fulfillment I'm willing to give. So if you've been giving, it might be authentically time to say, hey, I gotta let this go. I need to recharge. I need to receive. Like, I feel like, right? Because I'm willing, I allow myself to receive with love and appreciation. This feels good. It's a really good mantra, and it is about giving yourself the love that only you can give you. It is Matt Kahn. I love his work. His YouTube channel has been a lifesaver for me, no shit. A bunch of his, particularly his work in soul contracts, twin flames, and soulmates and all that has been very revelatory to me. But his book, Whatever Arises, Love That. He's written 3 books. I know he's working on a 4th. But his first book, Whatever Arises, Love That, is his bestseller of the 3. Because he does talk about that every emotion that you have has a gift in there. And repressing it puts off the time of alchemy where you can alchemize that lead into gold, right? So let me read you the mantra, Liberating Love. I really, really, really love this one. We just have to find it in here. HIJKLMNOP. Thank you, Mom, nursery school teacher. I allow myself to receive all the fulfillment I'm willing to give. And that word fulfillment, you might not be feeling so fulfilled in a situation here. When love is liberated, your heart remains open to all the gifts that life has to offer. Okay, when you're feeling loving, when there's no fear in your love, right? As love is liberated from the emotional wounds of the human condition, it becomes easy to accept, forgive, and receive. Now, receive, right? Liberating love, talking about emotional wounds, tiger's eye, about emotional balance. These are all clicking together like Lego bricks. When such actions seem exhausting, right? Let me backtrack. It becomes very easy to accept, forgive, and receive. When such acts, like accepting, forgiving, and receiving, seem exhausting, it's simply a sign that your heart doesn't feel safe enough to remain open. This is bordering on inner child work. That child in my heart. Look, I love doing these videos. They are so much fun. I've got a lot of other projects on the stove, so to speak. So when the child in me is like, we already did 3, I know we're supposed to do 4, but can we, I don't wanna. Right? It's like, I'm too tired, I'm burnt out, I don't want to bitch and moan my way through a reading. So I know that's that child in me that needs some play in the work, right? So we take a break, and sometimes we're like, okay, you want to go back? Yeah, right? So sometimes that 4th video gets done. So just, you know, pay attention. Yes, emotional balance in your heart so that you can hear and feel this deeper gut situation in here. It's like clearing the emotional static to hear the real gut intuition. When this occurs, your will's freedom to embrace each tender corner of your consciousness will allow opening up to resume, which is like, okay, I feel tired. It's okay. I liberate you. You're allowed to feel tired. You're allowed to feel bitchy, moany, crabby, stingy, Scorpios. When the heart has permission to open, your love is liberated, and you can shine a light into all levels of reality to awaken the truth of all, like you are one with everything. So dealing with, see, I've had this conversation with people, well, I'm feeling lonely, but I know we're all one, so why am I feeling lonely? It's because that's the conditioning that we've picked up. Like, nobody came into the planet that I'm aware of. I mean, unless you were born in, I don't know, an ashram or something. We are all one, little baby child. You are never alone because we are all one every day. Yeah, and then they leave you crying for 10 minutes and you feel abandoned, right? So we all have these patterns. And if you're an empath, remember you're talking to a water sign, you might be feeling other people's stuff too, right? A true energetic vibrational empath can feel not just people's emotions, but people's physical state in their own cell tissue, and it's very hard to decide which is which. So this is kind of even saying, if that is the case, that even loving those, that's the alchemy. Love is the answer, always, always, always. And liberating love is liberating your answer if you are feeling trapped. This mantra is ideal for learning how to believe in yourself, particularly in your intuition. Intuition and self-esteem are linked. Carolyn Mace, the audio Self-Esteem, Your Own Natural Resource or something like that. Go listen to that. That's a good one. Promoting self-realization, realizing that you are divine, realizing that the self that you truly are, your higher self, is eternal and immortal. And integrating the shadow for the Scorpio, not a shock. Let me put this together for you. Ready? I love doing this part. Please take a nice deep breath. My beloved pantheons of the divine, oh, let me put these the other way. Please, may the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading, be blessed with all that they need this new moon in Aries, waxing to full in Libra, that they may liberate the love that they need to liberate, allowing themselves to receive all the fulfillment they're willing to give in tandem with working with the healing angels of release to release whatever blockage, whatever fear, whatever else needs to be alchemized. The 3 atoms in lead need to be released to turn to gold so that they can really embrace the authenticity they need to demonstrate here, because who they truly are is good indeed. They are authentic in thought, word, and deed, working with Tiger's Eye for that sense of protection, perhaps from other people's emotional and mental psychic free radicals, if you want to say that, so that they can communicate themselves clearly, so this authenticity can come in a way so there is no understanding, and they gain the respect that they might not have gotten in the situation from others, so that they can receive with love and appreciation all that is coming into their lives as a result of stepping up, of being brave, of being courageous, of balancing their emotions, surrendering and releasing whatever went on here, so that they can not just rise above it, but that they may peel off a layer of disguise and authentically show the truth of who they are, allowing themselves to receive all the fulfillment they are willing to forgive, willing to give, receiving all the fulfillment they're willing to give, for their well-being of all, for the well-being of anybody else involved here, and for the well-being of all of life, because we are all struggling with this in one way or another. So mote be. And so it is. What a nice reading. I mean, nice, tricky. There's some tricky stuff here. I mean, asking a Scorpio to be completely authentic can be a dangerous thing, because sometimes they say things that you had no idea. And if you are, like, you could be cross-watching this, right? Maybe you're not the Scorpio watching this, but if you are the Scorpio watching this, know that, like the Tiger's Eye card said, it's like there's really nothing wrong here. You haven't done anything wrong. It's just not all the pieces of the puzzle are on the table. So the more you can communicate in a healthy, truthful way here, liberating your own love, taking the time to regenerate yourself and all of that, you'll have a very, very interesting waxing moon from new to full. So, breathe. May you all be blessed. Wishing you all the very, very, very blessed, my beloved. Go read my book, Words of Grace. You'll dig it. $9.99 USD. Check it out. Otherwise, again, wishing you the very best and the very blessed of this new moon in Aries, waxing to full in Libra, my beloved Scorpios. Oh, I guess the new full moon is yours, isn't it? Yeah, Sun in Taurus, Moon in Scorpio. Yeah, we'll see ya. Farewell, and blessed be.